Hello, lifestyle champions. So, how are you doing? We're going to be talking about something really interesting today. We're going to be looking at the Nigerian Swallows Comparison Guide and look at which is best for weight loss, blood sugar control, and healthy living. So, we are not going to throw out the baby with the bathwater. We know that swallow means that you are taking something that is flour based. It means it's been pounded, it's been blended, ground, and so the fiber content has actually been broken into little pieces, which makes it easily absorbable, or quickly absorbed into the bloodstream. However, it's important to know that we can eat our swallows in a healthy way. So the smaller your swallow, the better for you. Remember the principle of the healthy food plate. So we look at more vegetables, adequate protein, that gives you a better Nigerian swallow. So the one that is very common now that some of us have been noticing is the oat swallow. So the main source is from oats. It has a lot of fiber and it has quite a lot of protein compared with all the other swallows that we are familiar with. And the good thing about the fiber content is that it slows down the rate at which the glucose in the meal enters the bloodstream. And so that's why a lot of people seem to be taking more of oat swallow now. So it improves satiety. You get fuller quickly and you don't have to eat as much. Now, this is also comparable to unripe plantain swallow. Of course, it's gotten from green plantain. It also has a lot of fiber. It has some protein, not as much as oat swallow, and then also contains resistant starch, and it helps, with the blood sugar control. So the essence of these swallows is that the blood sugar from the food, you don't have spikes of blood sugar, from your food. Now let's look at amala swallow. It's gotten from dried yam flour, and it is a traditional option that we are used to. Of course, not as much fiber, but it does have some fiber and some little amounts of protein. So it's a bit moderate, when you're talking about how fast it enters the bloodstream. How about pounded yam? This is gotten from fresh yam. It's whole yam, but it's easy to overeat. But it's something that is also nice if you take just a little bit with a lot of vegetables. We have eba, which is from cassava, that's gari, and then it has a little fiber, very little, no protein at all. So because it's energy dense and low in protein, one shouldn't eat too much at a time. It should just be a very little, like we talk about half of your fist. Then we have other swallows like wheat or semolina, has a bit of fiber, a bit of protein, seems to be convenient, but you should still stay with the principle of healthy eating. We have millet and guinea corn swallow. That one has more fiber, more protein as well because of the whole grain. But you should still be careful about your portion sizes. We also have rice swallow. Rice swallow is very low in fiber, very low in protein. It's mainly starch, and so one has to be very careful about consumption of rice swallow. We have maize swallow as well for people that use that in some parts of Africa. Also a traditional option and cheaper for some people. We also have mixed plantain and oats or yam swallow. So some people will use the regular yam flour, mix it with plantain flour, mix it with oat flour. So it's just a blend and gives a low to moderate elevation in the glycemic levels. So it combines the different advantages. The advantages of different foods are combined in this blend. So what's the big secret about our swallow? The main thing is that half of your plate should be vegetables. So protein should be part of your meal and should be a controlled portion of swallow. Especially if you are trying to lose weight, make sure it is half of your feast. Your plate is full of vegetables. Eat your vegetables first. Start eating them first so that your tummy feels a bit full. By the time you are even eating the swallow, you might discover you might not even be able to finish the swallow. So at the end of the day, the key benefits are that you'll be able to lower your LDL cholesterol if you're taking oat swallow. Same thing with unripe plantain. It's good for blood sugar control, especially in diabetics. Then if you're taking swallow that has a lot of fiber like oats and plantain swallow, it can also feed the good gut bacteria. And remember that vegetables would lower your obesity risk and risk of chronic disease. So as much as possible, choose oats or unripe plantain. Swallow more often if you want to lose weight. Keep the portion modest, like half of your fist. Make sure you have a lot of vegetables in your plates, whether it is ugu, ewedu, okra, spinach, bitter leaf, water leaf. Add lean protein from fish, from chicken, eggs, beans, but no animal meat. Then use moderate and not excess palm oil or other oils. Remember that eba, pounded yam, and amala, they are not bad foods. So the problem is often the large portions and the lack of vegetables. And even sometimes when we do the vegetables, the oil is too much. There's a lot of meat inside. So we just need to balance it. Don't give it up, but change the balance. All right. From Dr. Uri, your lifestyle and health coach. Eat smart, live well, live longer.